guys knew that Kirk was gonna be here.
Kirk and Jack are friends, so obviously you know Kirk is gonna be here, and what if she is here?
Obviously we didn't, though.
You just need to stop popping up, like...
Do you know me?
No, I don't know you, and I don't wanna know you. I don't
Get off my face,
I don't know you.
She doing too much, dude.
I don't wanna know you.
Me don't care.
Oh, yeah, back up.
Hey, time out, listen.
There are moments on reality television that people talk about for weeks. And then there are moments that feel like they shake the entire culture. Moments that make even the loudest rooms go silent. And what happened between Spice and Jasmine during that live broadcast was one of those moments. It wasn't just an argument. It wasn't just a disagreement. This was years of tension, whispers, rumors, pride, frustration, jealousy, and pain, all colliding in front of millions of people watching in real time.
Acting like you're the first woman that's left with 2 children. I've been doing it for 14 years.
I've been doing it for 16.
Okay, with your son, I don't like you.
And once it happened, nobody could take it back. The slap, the gasp, the stunned faces. The camera is still rolling. People weren't just watching drama. They were watching two women hit their breaking point. The kind of moment where you realize this isn't just TV. These are real people with real wounds. But how did we get here? And what was the exact moment that caused the situation to explode on national television? Let's go back. Before the cameras. Before the lights. Before the moment everything changed. Spice is not just a name. She's a force. A Jamaican dancehall superstar who built her career off sweat, discipline, and an energy that could fill an entire stadium by itself. She came from Kingston, a place where you learn to fight early.
Carly chasing me, and she never chased all them that she been taking all these years like this. It's just crazy. It's creeping me out. I don't know what she have up in her head, but I just need to stay far from her. I don't like this energy. It's giving obsession at this point.
Not fight with fists, but fight to survive. Fight to climb. Fight to become something more than what the world expects you to be. Even when she smiled, people could tell she had seen both the beauty and the ugliness of life, and she came out swinging. Her music career didn't start glamorous. There were no fancy cars, no spotlight, no glitter. It was small shows, hot rooms, echoing microphones, and relentless determination. Every performance was a battle to prove she belonged. She was loud, fearless, unfiltered, and the crowd loved her for it. But success doesn't just bring fans. It brings pressure, eyes watching your every move, critics waiting for you to slip. And when Spice joined Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the world got to see not just the performer, but the woman behind the spotlight. She tried to be strong at all times. She tried to be the unbreakable one, the one who could take insults, comments, misunderstandings, and still walk away untouched. But nobody, not even the strongest woman in the room, is built to hold everything forever. And then there was Jasmine. Jasmine didn't walk into the show quietly. She walked in like a spark landing in dry grass. Small at first, but always with the potential to burn everything around her. Some fans liked her boldness. Others thought she brought more chaos than connection. But one thing no one could deny. Jasmine could get under your skin. She had a way of saying something so smooth, so casual, but sharp enough to cut through pride. Her history in the Atlanta circle was complicated. Relationships, rumors, entanglements, misunderstandings. Her name always found its way into conversation. And when she entered the same space as Spice, it was only a matter of time before something happened. For months, the two kept things civil, at least on the surface. Polite smiles, short conversations, but people close to them could feel the tension. They were never on the same page, never truly comfortable around each other. It was like they were standing on opposite sides of a shaky bridge. One wrong step, and everything could collapse. And then, it did. The live broadcast was supposed to be simple. A cast panel discussion, a recap of the season, a chance to laugh about old scenes and address a few conflicts with grown conversation. Cameras, audience, bright lights. The usual setup. Spice showed up already carrying weight. Sleepless nights, stress from balancing her album release, personal frustrations she didn't talk about publicly. She walked into the studio reminding herself, just get through this. Be professional. Smile when necessary. Speak your truth. Keep it together. But Jasmine came ready for something. From the moment she took her seat, the energy shifted. She wasn't loud. She wasn't dramatic. She was calm. The kind of calm that comes when someone already has something planned. The conversation started normal. Castmates laughed, shared playful jabs, reminisced, but the air was tight, like everyone felt something brewing, even if they couldn't describe it yet. Then the host brought up tension in the group. Someone mentioned miscommunication, another said misunderstandings, and then Jasmine leaned forward slightly, fixed her voice, and said just loud enough. Some people just like to play victim when they're really the ones causing the drama. No name. No direct call out, but everyone in that room knew exactly who she meant. Spice's face didn't change at first. She kept smiling, but her eyes told a different story. They were tired. They were holding back something heavy. She tried to ignore it, but Jasmine wasn't finished. She continued, I just feel like some people want the spotlight so bad. They'll do anything to stay relevant. That did it. Spice leaned forward. Slow, controlled, the kind of movement that comes from trying to stay calm when you're seconds from breaking. Her voice was steady, but low. If you have something to say to me, say my name. The room froze. Jasmine smiled, not a friendly smile, a challenging one. The kind of smile that says I've been waiting for this, and she replied, Spice, you're the problem. You come on here acting like you're better than everyone else, like nobody can question you. But you're not the only star here. Double quotes, gasps, murmurs, hands covering mouths. Spice blinked. Once. All the emotions she had been holding, pressure, exhaustion, loneliness, anger, cracked open. She stood up. The host tried to intervene. Castmates reached out, but Spice had reached the point beyond words. She stepped toward Jasmine, who remained seated, still wearing that small, confident smirk. And then, in one swift, shocking moment, Spice's hand connected with Jasmine's cheek. The sound echoed, a sharp, unmistakable slap. The room fell silent, completely silent. Jasmine's eyes widened, not just in pain, but in disbelief. She raised her hand to her face, as if trying to confirm what had just happened. Security rushed in. Castmates started yelling. The cameras kept rolling, because everything was live. Spice didn't yell. She didn't cry. She just stood there breathing, chest rising and falling, like someone who had finally released a scream they'd been holding for way too long. The broadcast cut to commercial, but the internet exploded. Clips spread across social media in seconds. Twitter timelines flooded. Instagram stories lit up. TikTok edits appeared before the live show even came back. Team Spice, Team Jasmine, memes, hashtags, debates, over-analysis. Everyone had something to say, but behind the noise, behind the laughter and the anger, there was something real happening to both women, because when the cameras stopped, the real fallout began. For Spice, the weight of the moment sank in slowly. The adrenaline faded, the exhaustion returned, and the reality of what she had done hit her like a wave. She didn't want to be the person who let anger control her. She didn't want to be seen as violent or reckless. She didn't want to give critics a reason to tear down everything she spent years building. But pain doesn't always wait for logic, and sometimes, even the strongest person breaks. Later that night, she spoke directly to her supporters, not with excuses, not with denial, but with honesty. I'm human. I get hurt too, and sometimes I don't handle it the right way. Her voice was softer than usual. Less fire, more vulnerability. She talked about the pressure of always being strong, always being the one who can handle it, always being the one expected to endure everything. And that resonated with many fans, especially women who knew what it felt like to carry weight silently. But Jasmine had her own truth. She took to her platform too. Voice steady, eyes firm, emotion visible but controlled. Nobody deserves to be hit. I don't care what was said. Respect goes both ways. She reminded everyone that hurtful words are one thing, but crossing into physical territory is another. She demanded accountability. She wanted acknowledgement of the line that was crossed, and she wasn't wrong. This wasn't a situation with one hero and one villain. This was to women navigating pain in different ways. 2. Women pushed by the pressure of public life. 2. Women reacting from places of old wounds and unspoken insecurities. Fans split down the middle. Some said Jasmine provoked the situation intentionally. Others insisted Spice should have walked away. But everyone agreed on one thing: the show would never be the same again. The network called emergency cast meetings. Producers reviewed footage. Contracts were discussed. Legal teams weighed consequences. But beyond the business side, the emotional impact was the most real. Spice felt embarrassed, not because she slapped Jasmine, but because she let herself reach that point. She had worked too hard to be seen as powerful for her strength, not her reactions. She feared becoming a headline instead of a respected artist. Jasmine felt exposed. The slap wasn't just physical. It made her feel small, disrespected, and humiliated in front of millions of people. She had to confront not just the pain of the moment, but the embarrassment of the world watching her. Shock. Their castmates didn't take it lightly either. Some were disappointed, some were heartbroken, some were deeply afraid of what this meant for their friendships, their stability on the show, and the environment they were now working in. And the viewers. The viewers had to face something uncomfortable too. Reality TV doesn't always show stories. Sometimes, it shows real breaking points. Behind every argument is a memory. Behind every insult is insecurity. Behind every slap is a history of moments that led to that exact second. This wasn't entertainment. This was humanity overflowing. In the end, the confrontation became more than just a viral moment. It became a mirror, reflecting how pressure, image, pride, and unresolved tension can push even the strongest among us to our limits. And the question that remains now, and who was right or who was wrong? The real question is, how do you heal when millions of people watched your most vulnerable moment happen live? Spice and Jasmine now have to rebuild, not just their public reputations, but their sense of self, their boundaries, their ability to trust, their understanding of their own emotions. Maybe they'll never be friends. Maybe they'll never speak again. Maybe time will soften the wound. Maybe it won't. But one thing is certain. That moment will be remembered forever. Not because of the slap, not because of the drama, but because it revealed something raw and real about the price of being strong in a world that expects you to never break. So now I want to know, do you think Spice reached a breaking point that anyone in her position would have reached? Or do you believe no matter the pressure, no one should ever lay a hand on someone else? Let's talk about it. And don't forget to subscribe, because this story is far from over.